Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
You must get tired of seeing 10 cycles.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 6 guard, check 6 guard. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18, Pioneer.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They'll run on first down. Barnett. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On the set. Let's go, defense. 52.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Set, hut, 50, green. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's 52, blue, yellow.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Got a man, it's London.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Come on, set, yellow, 43, 6, mega. Hey,
Now they send a man in motion right.
watch your slip. Set, go.
On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here I come. Come 19. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 45. Right. 17. Red. Yellow. Mike 17. Mike 17. Check. 17's Mike 17.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They're going to look to throw.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 45, 45, 45.
In motion right is Watkins. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now back to throw. Got London on the slant. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this. When he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit, now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Ready, Black 40.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On first down, Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And now here's another interception.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. In motion goes the tight end. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Steps away.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Into the hands of London.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw.
Throw left side. There's London.
Touchdown!
Drake London.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Falcons will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They go play action with Hurts.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Okay, ready? Wait.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Finding Watkins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here we go. Set. 70 line. Trap 50. Trap 50. Liking 18. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Nice 57. 57's right. Coming in.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. He's going to let it fly.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 52 points. Switch. Right, 60. 6. Mega.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you